I have a confession to make. I'm an accountant, and while I really do try and keep it at bay, the accountancy bug still lives inside me. All suggested cures for the accountancy bug, welcome, still inside me though. That's because my background is that I started in a mid-tier accountancy firm called Moore Stephens in Melbourne before it was Shine Wing and now SW. And I started in the taxation consulting division the same day as the GST. The 1st of July 2000 will forever be scorched into my brain, and I worked there in the tax consulting division until the day I was sitting around the boardroom table and the tax partners and managers were discussing a Dutch sandwich and the how and the why it was better for withholding tax. Having grown up playing at a Dutch-founded soccer club, Ringwood Wilhelmina, out in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne, a Dutch sandwich was actually pickled fish in a roll with an extra pickle. And secondly, I got into accounting to help people, and saving 2% withholding tax in Luxembourg, while probably great for the client, well, I just couldn't see how it helped anyone, especially anyone's like my parents who ran a business with my dad as a carpenter on the tools day after day after day. So I moved to the superannuation division where the other processing staff left almost immediately. So I asked the partners if we could consider outsourcing the work, because I'd been dabbling in outsourcing design work with the Barefoot Investor for a while at the time. And to my utter surprise, the partners agreed. I think it was mainly because the average write-off across the superannuation division was $250,000 per year. Now, after finding and training a team in Coimbatore, India for a few years, I actually turned that $250,000 loss into a $250,000 profit each year. So I was hired to help Deloitte Private smooth out and grow their flailing offshore team in Hyderabad, India. At Deloitte, we put a plan in place immediately that resulted in growing the team from 16 to 72 staff within 24 months, with a further plan to grow to 100 staff offshore within a further 12 months. All of which was achieved. The problem was that I still had a burning desire at the time to help people and small businesses. And at the very end of my time at Deloitte, I restarted my own firm called Accountancy Online, which I sold a number of years later, and my earnout has literally just finished. At the time, I also started an outsourcing firm called Active Outsourcing because people were asking me about it. I still operate that today, but I was operating them both at the same time. So you may be asking yourself, what is the point of this? For me, part of me doing this is because I like telling stories from my past. Part of it is because this will help me look into new things that interest me about the accounting profession. And part of it is because I've always enjoyed making audio and videos, going all the way back to my student radio days. I guess back then I was mostly making content for other people. But mostly it's because I actually find this fun and I have no expectations and seldom do, and no or low expectations is a real superpower. Anyway, enough for now. I'll likely post a lot more about my experience with Moore Stephens, my time at Deloitte, and starting my own firm basically from nothing, as well as outsourcing and technology issues that I've seen along the way in accountancy. If there's anything you'd like me to cover at any point, please feel free to drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to talk about accountancy, my experience, and what I can hopefully help some people with. That's all for today. I'll see you again soon.